And welcome back into the Lifetime Activity Center on the campus of Salt Lake Community College for the Utah Top 50 Girls Edition. Dusty Litzter and Dane Stewart with you. Game 2 of 5 tonight between the Seattle Storm and the Atlanta Dream.
Yeah, it should be a fun matchup. Of course, I've got family on the floor. Should we just give the player of the game to Sarah Bartholomew now?
Done.
Okay, all right. That's taken care of. We can mark that off the list. And of course, she committed to BYU.
Well, now we can just enjoy the game.
Did you see that?
I did see that. I was
Committed
about to
to
bring it up. Yeah. I was just going to bring it up.
Yeah.
And,
you know what that means? Dustin's going to talk about her a lot more. A lot more. Of course, we got the remnants of Lone Peak all going to BYU.
It is the new Lone Peak 3.
Yeah.
And you get Shawnee there, I'm going to feel even better. Don't think I'm not texting Lee Camard. Like, come on, Lee, let's do this already. And the first points of the night. Man, I don't know why sometimes these numbers are hard to see. Number 8, that is Kelly Howard out of Snow Canyon. Could come back the other way, and there she is. Sarah going from rim to rim, gets the bucket.
Yeah, money.
They haven't changed the scoreboard yet inside. We have it right here. 2-2. The shot would not go, and Bartholomew with the rebound.
But you see how she just cleared out that lane?
She did. That was an old Kennedy Redding move. As the left-handed shot wouldn't go. Try to get her own board, up all out of bounds. Nice effort there by Skyly Barker, but out of bounds. Will go back to the Storm. So up the floor with Rihanna Jones. Near side with Courtney Barker out of Syracuse. Rihanna sends back up top to Kelly Howard. And that's a shot clock violation. So we are running a 30-second shot clock. It'll be continuously running clock in the building. It will not stop at any point. All free throws are 2 for 1. All and 1 buckets. We'll go ahead and count the bucket without shooting the free throw as the 3 is good for Skyly Barker out of Copper Hills.
You know, we'll talk about other players. I know I kind of, started off in jest with Bartholomew, but one of them that we'll see tonight in this matchup for the Dream is McKaylin Horsley. Of course, she was at Mountain Ridge last year. Her and her sister Addie, both listed as being a minors. So some off-season movement there for the Horsley sisters, who were great for the Sentinels last year.
So 3 was long, quickly down the floor. Here is Horsley with the bucket.
McKaylin, a senior this year. And I believe Addie, junior, I think.
I believe so. One of the jump ball is Ashley Gardner, lost the ball. And we'll go back to the Dream. So coming on the floor now, Baldasano, Kaylee Hess. I missed our third player. Down the floor with the Dream. Pull up from the free throw line, couldn't get it. Loose ball taken away by the Storm. I want to say that. Yep, it's not who I thought. It was Kaylee Rich. Mike, that looks like Kaylee Rich. And Kaylee misses on the 3. Bartholomew gets the rebound.
Really unfair. You're splitting up Lone Peak. I mean, come on.
Breaks my heart.
Pretty remarkable when you think about those two players. I mean, a couple of years ago, they're having to take on McDonald's All-American and state championship game, and you really kind of saw both of them come in, Rich and Bartholomew, and play really well in the post. And now you see them both on the floor, and man, it's just kind of nuts to think that their senior seasons are coming up.
It is crazy how time kind of just goes as Rich has that ball go out of bounds.
Feels like just yesterday, Dusty was yelling at the officials, and here we are 19 years later, and he's calmed down. And
it's so calm and walking you through all of it and the mechanics. I only blame coaches for quarterback play.
He's a new man.
No. I'm born to love again. I'm a brand new man. As Bartholomew fouled to go to the line 1 for 2. And that was a new thing I came up with our last commercial break. Sorry,
I'm not going to lie. It stunned a lot of us at the table. We're still a little discombobulated.
Yeah, it doesn't go back in history. It only goes from 2 years ago to now.
It starts 2 years ago. Oh, man. Oh, good stuff.
A bunch of changes for the Atlanta Dream. Those numbers, man, I don't know why I'm having a hard time tonight catching all the numbers.
Well, some of the numbers on these jerseys feel a little tighter. The 6s and the 8s and the 9s feel a little tighter on these unis than the boys did. And I'm sure it's probably the same font, but for whatever reason, I've struggled catching some of them up here tonight.
And Sidney Patterson had just checked in. Here's Kaylee Hess. Now up top with Baldessano out of Alta. Oh, that was halfway down and comes out.
You know, it's nice to see Alta getting some good players back there, right?
Yes.
It wasn't that long ago. That was a favorite to win a state championship, and then they've hit some rough times, and we've got a couple Hawks in this tournament, or in this showcase.
Would not drop for Baldessano. She, class of 2026.
Yeah, she's a youngster.
Ooh. Giselle, maybe in the regular season that Giselle draws a whistle. I'm glad they let that one go. This is Harmon, Hannah out of Mountain Ridge. Cox sends it back out. Harmon will pull for 3 and short. Couldn't keep that ball in play.
Hey, for effort there for Farmer.
We near the 10-minute mark here in the first half on the baseline. Send it back out. Baldessano in the key. Drop that in. 8 on the shot clock. Couldn't go or wouldn't go there for Courtney Barker.
It was good work for Barker. I mean, does a nice job down in the post. They're able to get a little shooting lane, but just couldn't finish it.
That's a little floater there. I believe that was Cox. Or sorry, Sidney Patterson.
Yeah.
Out of South Sevier. Welcome the Ram into the building.
Yeah, another opportunity for a player from one of those lower classifications come and go against top town in the state, show that she can play with the best of the best. Of course, all these the best of the best, but top 50 will make them better.
It certainly will. And you get a chance to
Catch that reference?
Best of the best. Oh, Top Gun.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep. Every captain reel right here on the board. Is nice take and make again there for Sidney Patterson.
Yeah.
She's a junior. Oh, nice job
There
of
you
running
go.
the floor, and Barker out of Syracuse gets the layup.
Yeah, good heads up there. Barker realized she was all alone. Teammate finds her. Needed points there for this Storm squad.
Job of taking away the space. Well, baseline. Will pull it and hit it. And that was Tabitha Clark out of Pleasant Grove. How about the brand new Lions? Not taking away from the floor, but the 3 is good from Kaylee Hess.
Sorry, I missed you. What?
I'll do it later. I'm not going to take away
okay.
from the game. I
All
said
right,
that, and then Hess was like, Dusty, keep it here.
Come on, man.
On the drive, Patterson couldn't get it. Offensive board put back. No. Patterson. No. Another offensive rebound.
Boy, a
8
lot of
seconds on the
opportunities
shot
here
clock.
for the Dream.
Stem and pull. No. And it'll be white basketball. Man, a bunch of offensive boards just could not get any of the shots to drop. This is Barker. Forced it up, couldn't get the shot. Good defense, but there for the offensive board now. The foul is Ashley Gardner.
Farmer might have got a piece of that shot. Looked like it was deflected coming out. We've seen Jelly a couple times in this first half playing staunch D.
So Garner out the free throw line. She's a senior at their Wasatch High School. Misses on the free throw. And Patterson comes away with the loose ball. Oh, Patterson trying to go on the give and go, and that ball taken away.
Good idea there.
Whoa. A little sharp there from Garner. Rebound, now run out. Here's Farmer all the way to the rim, and Farmer is fouled. Much to the chagrin of Rihanna Jones.
Jones is one of those freshmen we talked about earlier. Sandridge Junior High playing in the Utah Top 50.
Now, is she Sandwich Junior High because she's yet to declare what high school?
Well, I
Because
interpret
she-
that as she's at a high school boundary
Right.
natively that's a 10 through
But I guess
12.
technically
so
they're
she's
not already on a team because tryouts haven't happened yet.
Well, no, because she hasn't stepped foot in a high school.
Well,
Here's the thing, right? The way I interpret it is when you step foot in the high school, that's your declaration. Well, if you're
Correct.
in ninth grade at a junior high, you haven't stepped foot in a high school.
correct. Well, as I'm saying, she's ninth grade. So Corner Canyon
Yes,
is,
tryouts haven't
is
happened
9 through
yet.
12.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So she hasn't declared what high school because she has yet to make the team officially.
Yeah, that would be my interpretation.
Okay.
We like to make things a lot more complicated than they need to be.
But I want to know, well, because teams haven't been
No,
formed yet. Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
I said I need to find out
wasn't
where
tracking.
Sandwich Junior High is. If Preston were here, I'd put Preston on it. But Preston's not here.
Well, there's this thing called the internet.
Oh, I have other things on my phone at the moment.
Oh, man. It's up north. FYI,
Up north. Well,
she could be a Roy Royal. In fact, it's
how
not
about
far.
that? And no, call it on the floor. I want to make a joke. I won't.
It's literally right by where Jim McMahon played football.
Really?
Yeah, right there.
Well, how would I not know that? So she'll go to
Clearly, you
Fremont.
don't spend enough time in Roy.
So she's going to Fremont?
I don't know. You just made a whole bunch of Roy people very, very upset.
I was going to make the joke. I couldn't help it. Because she can go where she wants.
Well,
as a freshman.
And here's the other side of it, right? She could be a Westfield Longhorn
That's
when
true.
it's all said and done. So you just
They
never
open this,
quite
it
know.
doesn't open this year, yeah?
That's correct. It's a next year school.
Right. Well, I guess she can redeclare. But yeah, a nice strip away there. Quickly ahead. Oh, that ball got away. And now out of bounds. I should have made the joke I said. I wish I had an editor to go back and fix that. About 5-minute mark in the first half.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Of course, we're live on KSLSports.com.
The edited version will be on YouTube. Send it back out to Rihanna.
Well, she can handle a basketball.
Yes, she can.
Good pressure there. Didn't phase her.
And we have a foul with 3 seconds left on the shot clock, much to the chagrin of our dream coach.
Oh, nice spin. We talked about that at the family reunion. Beautiful block there from Bartholomew.
Sending that ball to the corner, and it's Avery Dane. And Avery couldn't get it, gets her own rebound, sends it back out, didn't hit the rim. 15 on the shot clock. Rihanna Jones wide to the left, forward to Bartholomew. On the run with the dream, and Michaelin Horsley has that one sent back, but it'll be out of bounds off of the Storm. We'll stay with the dream. Austin Feller, a name we've said for a little while.
Yeah.
Oh, nice hands there by Garner. Bartholomew couldn't get the little hanging shot to drop. Oh, that goes off the hands of Kelly Howard. Oh, that ball skipped away as Kalissa Ng could not check that one down. Got to see Ing last year in our West girls coverage. Surprised none of the Falatayers were here tonight.
Well, because I'm thinking I don't remember seeing a lot of West players on this top 50 squad, and of course they're dropping to 5A this year.
Good luck 5A.
Yeah.
One of the great movie lines of all time. Good luck. As Bartholomew.
It's a nice pull-up. Looked like maybe away from her momentum a little bit, but able to pull back and square up.
Rihanna Jones couldn't get that one. Sheen Ing tumbled to the floor. Back the other way. Bodies hitting the floor everywhere. Ing gonna drive at Jones. Thought she'd get the call, did not.
Those two were the two that were on the floor on the other end.
Yeah.
And at each other a little bit.
The bucket there for 49. I thought it was 49. Maybe it was 48. Emma Broadbent out of South Summit. Final 20 seconds. Kaylin Horsley sends that one over. This is Calissa Ing. Calissa back out to Bartholomew. Sarah on the drive. And that will do it for the first half. At the end of one, it is Atlanta Dream 19 and the Storm 9. You're watching the girls' top 50 on KSLSports.com and the Rewind Sports Network. 9 lead for the Storm over the Dream. Dane, that first half, the end got a little sloppy. Let's just be honest. But we did see some nice things in the first half.
Yeah, I've actually been a little surprised that the Storm long scoring droughts, and they're going up against a line that has some good talent on it, but they got a lot of talent too. I think some of it's just finding their fit and their rhythm. We talk about the first game, teams you haven't played with. I like that drive there by Courtney Barker. I like trying to attack, get inside, get some high percentage shots. We'll see if that can pay off for them to claw back. Remember, our first game was a double-digit deficit that team came back to win as well. So nothing said and done here in game number 2.
So inbound there on the baseline with the Dream. Oh, she runs away from you. She's got to be standing in front of you. Good idea.
Better to do that here than in a varsity game.
That's very true.
Right?
As Barker knocks down the 3.
A good start here in this second half for Courtney Barker. Coach Hamblin going to be excited to see her playing well here.
Mm-hmm. Crazy thing, Kaylee Rich is a senior. As Patterson goes down the lane, Barker with the rebound, and then she's fouled. Yeah, Kaylee Rich is a senior, and Bartholomew's a senior. Shawnee Nordstrom's a senior.
Woolston's just a sophomore.
Kennedy is just a sophomore, and Kaylee's gone. I mean, I just feel like all these people I've gotten to know over the last 4 years is just, all go away.
If Dusty had to update his friend list in Facebook, it'd be down to about 2. So I'm just teasing.
Fall away is short.
It is kind of weird because you think of Lone Peak and it's like it's not really a new era, but it's certainly a different era. Kaylee, a 4-year starter.
Right.
Have that gone. It's like, and look, they got plenty of talent and no one feels bad for them,
Yeah.
But it is going to be different.
Like I said, just for our coverage, because they're part of the Rewind Sports Network.
Yeah.
So we get to see them, and I tend to get those double headers a lot. I see them a lot. I'm actually have to check my roster for the first time in 2 years.
I tend to get those.
I tend to try to, all right, I'll take them, That's all.
Yeah.
Might be on purpose, but I tend to get them. And we got a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 13-18 left in the second half. We'll be right back. Sorry, I was texting with Addison about tomorrow. So out of the timeout, Patterson try to get that ball inside. That ball, and it's poked away. And we'll go back down the floor with the Storm. You know, got to give it to our coaches and officials that do the top 50s. We usually have one crew that stays all night. And a night like tonight, it's going to be the same amount of time as
a lot
the boys.
more steps, though.
Yeah. Just 5 different sessions. I think, well, the Doug's not doing it this year, and that's a disappointment. I liked watching Doug huff and puff up and down the floor. But he wanted to focus on his camera work this year. 7 on the shot clock. Patterson pulls up off the rim. And the rebound to the Storm. There's Kaylee Rich. Oh, a little tall, but able to keep that ball in play. The jumper wouldn't go. And Patterson picks up the loose ball. Patterson weaves her way to the rim. Couldn't get it to drop.
Nice tap out there by Hannah Harmon.
Along the baseline as Farmer sends that one up to Patterson. Try to go handoff. Kaylee Rich jumped it. And the loose ball picked up by the Storm. Oh, with 39 on the roster. 3 is short.
Yeah, Addie Horsley.
That's Addie Horsley?
Yeah. She's on the all-player roster.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I got Dane sitting next to me.
Is that the only reason why?
No. One of many reasons.
It's all right. You can be honest.
Oh, nice take. Oh, man, just cannot get a shot to drop.
It's got to
here.
be that end of the basket, doesn't
Yeah,
it? First game, now second game.
Very true. Calissa Ing just could not get the point-blank shot to drop. And just a 3-point game, but it's almost those things. Who's going to be the player on the floor? Says, all right, I'm going to take this over.
Yeah, well, we haven't seen the Dream score in the second half. There you go.
There we go. Off the inbound. The bucket there for Skyly Barker.
You know, we always talk about the broadcaster curse, but we never talk about the broadcaster benefit. I mean, you know, sometimes
Bring
right?
something up and it goes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Ing sends out to the corner. Open 3. Couldn't get it. And the rebound.
You know, the second half, and I know it's a little bit different, but one of the things that we've seen is a lot more kind of tap outs by the Storm, and that's helped them to get some of these possessions. Remember, there were possessions in the first half where 4 or 5 offensive rebounds that the Dream were able to establish regularly, and you can see they've switched that a little bit here in half number 2.
Send that ball to the high post. Now back out. Pump the 3. Oh, come off the screen. Now out the
Good
ball to
D.
Sano. 10 on the shot clock. Long 2 for Garner. Did not go. Another offensive rebound. Reset the shot clock to 20. On the drive, Garner too strong. And now finally cleared. Skyly Barker. Now Skyly runs the break, gives it up. Couldn't get the shot to go. Gets her own rebound. Sent back out for 3. No, and the board cleared by Baldasano. Here's Howard. Was looking into Garner. Now, Howard up top to Jones. Avery Dane try to send it in, taken away. Nice job by Bartholomew.
Yeah, she was kind of baiting that. You could even see it the previous time. She was just ready and waiting for them to try that entry. Good read.
Ball a little too tall for Sarah. And just a 5-point game. 8:45 on a rolling clock, and the clock will not stop. All free throws are 1 for 2. That was a nice take, but couldn't get it to go. Ing got that ball quickly ahead. Nice job of stopping on a dime and drawing the foul was Austin Feller. It'll put Feller at the line, 1 for 2.
Of course, the little difference in the girls' top 50 compared to the boys. Many of these teams playing 2 games tonight. So just a 3-week top 50 league and the championship night. So they got to still get their games in. So you see a lot of players still in the stands waiting for game number 2. And even these teams will have other opportunities tonight. And so you don't want to keep something in the leg, but you also got to realize you got another game to go, right?
Kelly Howard knocks down the 3, and it's a 4-point game. The Storm had that, or the Dream rather, got it down to 1 as Bartholomew misses on the 3. I think it's that first year, the top 50, when we had Mulford played like on every team, every night.
They're young; they can take it. Us 40-year-olds, it's tired just to watch a game, let alone go play in a pair.
I still have about 6 weeks left. Okay,
the countdown's on.
But 5, 5 weeks.
Well, yeah.
Oh, nice move, and got it. How about the finish there from Baldasano, Aaliyah Baldasano?
Yeah, set that one up beautifully.
Nobody home. This. Yeah, nobody home on that pass. Come back quickly there
to take the lead.
And the 3 this time wouldn't go for Howard. Sent it ahead to Feller. Feller with Jones back, makes the extra pass. Then the shot was a little sharp. Sarah Bartholomew there for the board and put back. And it's 25-21.
Post who run. It's why, look, I joke, I'm, related to Bartholomew, but when you watch her play, she never gives up. And even there, she's collapsing down. And, there probably wasn't as much slapjack there as we've seen in other possessions, but contact there, going to go to the line, but can play outside, can play inside, runs the floor. Like, she brings 100% energy all the time.
Yeah, I had an awesome opportunity to do games with a former Division I coach on multiple teams, including the great years of Florida. You talk about, hey, if you're a 5 or a 4, you better bang your head on the rim if you want the ball, if you want good things to happen on both ends.
Yeah.
You got to go from rim to rim. As Ing sends that ball out, going to pull for the 3 and hit it. And making the 3 was McKaylin Horsley.
I talked about her earlier and mentioned there's some players that can score on these teams, and McKaylin, one of them. Had a good year last year at Mountain Ridge.
Left her feet to Avery Dane, turns it over. Tracked that ball down, couldn't get the layup to go. Ball still loose. Feller couldn't quite get to it. Dane does, and it'll be a jump ball. It'll be white basketball.
Boy, you could hear that floor burn from all the way up here.
I'll be recovering for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Now we got a timeout. 5:22 left in the second half. We'll be right back. So out of the timeout, a 5-point game. The Dream leading the Storm. Been up by as many as 10. Dream trying to keep that defensive intensity, and that ball got thrown away. Barker couldn't get to it. And we'll go back to the Dream.
That pass just a little extended, and that's where, in a varsity season, you practice day in, day out, you play regularly. That's crisp, right? But having not played as often or frequently, or as recently, I should say, you have some of that just miscommunication, game of inches that leads to turnover and points on the other end.
Oh, it's Tabitha Clark. the step-through bucket. Horsley. Oh, nice hand by Patterson right on top of the ball. I mean, I like to see the official give us the. You got to show us that. That's a demerit.
We talked about Aaliyah Baldwin in the first game. Sydney Patterson has showed she can play.
Yeah. The near side is Meyer. Gives that one up.
You know, there's an old saying, guilty feet have got no rhythm. And you can kind of see that one just kind of lost and like, yeah, that's going to be a travel.
Yeah.
You know that one?
The great philosophizer, George Michael.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
There's a great, as that three goes. Kelly Howard's second three of the second half. I'll have to share the hard rock version of that song. It is really good. Of the poem Careless Whisper. The shot would not go. Got tracked down her own board. And Meyer sends that one across the baseline. The jumper wouldn't go. And another rebound.
Ooh,
tracked down by Lillian Meyer and then gave it away. Here's Garner.
Kind of got jammed. That's a good run back.
And Howard misses on the three. Horsley had the rebound and keeps it. The effort from the Storm to go inside of 3 minutes left.
It's been much, well, I don't want to say improved. It was there in the first half. It's just they've gotten some breaks here in the second half with some of the positioning that have helped them to claw back in this one.
So Dane draws the foul call. We'll put her at the line, 1 for 2. Clock will continue to run. It does not stop.
Inside of 2, less than 15 it will.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
That's right, because Aaliyah spacing that out made that.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
So 2-point ball game. So the clock will stop inside of 2. For free throws only. If I remember right. Patterson sends that one out to Meyer. Lillian hands it back to Clark. Clark drives it. Garner sends it out. 3 on the way and short from Meyer. And Barker claims the board. A chance to tie or take the lead for the Storm.
Remember, she started off the second half with a couple of good aggressive plays offensively.
Howard gets it back to Barker for 3. That was a lead-taking shot that would not drop.
Not a bad look there for Barker.
Maybe the shot clock won't allow the Dream to just run this out. They have to play basketball as Patterson hands that back.
I'm calling for the weave.
Yep. 4 corners. Spread it. 12 on the shot clock, down to 10. And timeout granted. So 1:28 left in the second half. We'll be right back. So minute 20 left in this one. Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart with you. 2-point ball game. Dream trying to salt this away as Patterson can't get that to go. Oh, Lillian Meyer couldn't get that one to stick either.
Boy, had an opportunity right there.
So a chance to tie or take the lead once again.
Storms are coming.
Horsley off the double screen. Didn't have anything on that pass, taken away by the Dream. Now another steal. Kaylee Hess, and Hess is fouled. Now it's 2 fouls inside of a minute, or 2 minutes for the bonus. It's had 1 to give. So there's Horsley. Goes away from the screen, sends the corner to Brianna Jones. Garner, float it, no. And a rebound to Bartholomew.
Boy, good look for Garner. You get that screen, you get her on a run towards the basket.
And there was a 4-second difference between game clock and shot clock. We'll call it, so actually we'll call it 3. Patterson hands back to Farmer.
See, and this is where when you're shooting 1 for 2, I think you do have to play this out, right?
Yeah. Sarah Bartholomew. And a defender out of the way. She missed the layup.
Oh, you got
Garner,
numbers.
2-on-1. Sends out ball to the corner. Barker can't get to it.
You had a 3-on-1 opportunity.
Yeah, it is hard when you're 5's the one leading that.
Yep. Boy, just a step ahead.
Clock didn't start. Now it goes.
Now you got a foul.
And now finally give that one up with 2 seconds left. So Sarah Bartholomew will shoot the free throws. But I don't know if we're doing shooting them both. Yeah.
This might be the last remnants of the 1-and-1 free throw. Breaks my heart.
It's a shame. The free throw does not go, but that'll be it. Wow, they had to hold on. They got it done. The Atlanta Dream 30 and Seattle Storm 28. Dane, some final thoughts and a selection of a top 50 player of the game.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, it was not the highest scoring game we'll see tonight, but look, you have a big push there from the Storm, and if you're the Dream, it's just holding on, right? And I thought they had a really good effort defensively, made things tough, got a couple of steals late to help fend off the Storm. Boy, a couple different ways we could go here with the player of the game. Man, I don't know, Dusty. I felt like it was a very balanced effort tonight for the Dream. Do you got one?
I'll go Sarah Bartholomew.
You'll go Bartholomew? Okay, I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I thought Farmer was strong.
Yeah, Farmer had some moments.
Defensively, Feller had some nice plays. Michaela Horsley as well. I'm good with Sarah.
Yeah. Sarah Bartholomew, our top 50 player of the game. Again, our final score, the Atlanta Storm 30, and probably the Atlanta Dream 30, the Seattle Storm 28. Vince Francis, Dane Stewart, Dusty Lister, thanks for joining us. For watching Top 50 coverage on KSLSports.com and the Rewind Sports Network.